Now what we got under here, under my truck, is a Reese type hitch. I don't remember the name of this one, but you know, it's a Reese type. You got the square right there, and you slide the ball into it. I managed to get this installed myself. It was just 3 bolts on this side, 3 bolts on the other side, holding the bumper up. I was able to do this in the better part of an afternoon. Wasn't really that hard. I was able to do it by myself. And the reason I wanted this on here was for this. This is a motorcycle dolly. And the motorcycle dolly is, of course, for that. And so now I can haul my bike anywhere I want to without a trailer. There's one problem though. This is still a 2-man loader. Meaning it still takes 2 men to load the bike onto this and then ratchet it down. So we've made a couple modifications on here. Here we have a winch, very small winch. I got this at a used tool place. The guy on the middle of town, he just has this big old year-long yard sale type business, and he just happened to have this one winch here and didn't even have any rope on it, and we didn't even know if it worked. So I took a motorcycle battery over, threw it on the counter, and said, here, if it'll turn the motor, I'll buy it. And he said, well, I'll sell it to you for $25. I'm like, okay. So it worked. We at least got to go one direction, then I played around with it, figured out what it needs to do to go the other direction too. So, I mean, it doesn't pull a lot. It's not going to pull a truck out of the snow or out of the mud or anything. It's that little bit extra, it's that one extra guy that you need to push it while you balance the motorcycle. So over here we have a ton of wire, and wire connects to a switch. Alright, and on the end of that wire we have a battery. Nothing special about this battery, except it's an old motorcycle battery. It came out of my bike this year. It's a Westcoast, of course. So the bracket on here, this bracket right here, came up to about here, and then I didn't want to have that whole thing on there, like cut like an inch off. I got this thing very well bolted down. It's not going anywhere. At first I just had a couple of self-tapping screws this size, but now they weren't going to hold for long, so I had to finish drilling it out, and I had a couple of nuts and bolts on there, and so now I could still take it off, but it's permanently mounted. So now I got the new battery in the motorcycle, and this one still has a good amount of juice in it. I just thought I'd better upgrade because this thing is, I don't know, 3 years old. Still has a good amount of juice in it for what I need to do. So now, there's one last piece to this. And here we have the ramp. Here is the ramp for that. Now, I could have just used just an ordinary piece of wood, and that's really what they called for. But I wanted to make sure that I could do this one-handed, didn't want any errors. So you get an error and the thing's going to slide off and fall on its side, or worse, breaking stuff up. So what we have here, What is this? Is this a 10-inch? Okay, 9 inches across. So it's probably counted as a 10-inch. So it's a 2x10, basically. And then we have 2x2 pieces. I got 2 of them. And I just cut enough to go all the way across. And then what was left over, put the next section on there. And as the wheel goes on, it's got a little resistance, I can't slide it off, and as it goes up higher and higher, you've got even more resistance, and we even have a bead of glue in there. And it's a real solid piece. Now this is the final piece to get the motorcycle on, and I'll show you how easy it is to get the bike onto the dolly now.